So good evening. It's the 16th of November, and I've scheduled a video for the 17th. So I think I'm gonna upload it tonight. It's going to be about shelters. The first one on shelters. Top setup is going to be later on, but now I'm going to talk about the lean-to. Lean-to is like an emergency shelter when you're in the bush and you didn't bring your tent or your tarp. Kind of stupid, but still. We do it a lot in trainings, in Canada and also here in the Netherlands. Okay, what are you gonna think about? A few things when you build your shelter. It would be a good idea if you choose a spot which has a lot of material to build your shelter. And I prefer always like a spruce forest, like in the boreal forest, like in Canada. It's easy. There's always a lot of spruce, so you can build your shelter really fast. Over here, when we practice, we don't have a lot of spruce, so we use other material, branches, leaves, reeds, everything. Um, so if you got a lot of stuff, it's much faster to build, then you don't have that much of material. Where are you going to build your shelter? Well, you're going to think about the wind and the weather. Like in the winter, over here, the cold wind is coming from the east. You want to protect yourself from that cold wind and snow coming from that way. If it's going to be rainy, it's almost always from the west, northwest, southwest. So you want to protect that side, um, yeah, from the rain and wind. um, how you choose your spot? Well, what I always do is when it's already had been raining, I touch the ground. So I'm gonna check if there are dry spots. Of course, I'm gonna look up to see if there are no widowmakers, big trees, dead big branches, stuff like that. And I'm looking up as well to see if there's already protection there. Like there might be trees with a lot of leaves, like in winter, the leaves are already fallen, but you could also again choose a spot with a lot of spruce or fir, which will protect you from a lot of rain. Um, then you're gonna build your shelter. Um, Not too big. Small is cozy and small is warm. But I like that when I can sit straight. So I'm gonna build it. Normally, I'm gonna build it like this. I'm gonna show it in the video as well because there's less material. Then I make it like horizontal, like the beam where you put all the branches against. The angle of the shelf is very important because if you've got spruce, you can build it like in the 60-degree angle. But if you got sticks and all the other stuff we use here, it's got to be like more than 70 degrees. Only if you got a lot of bark from dead trees, perhaps, you can make almost a flat roof from around 20 degrees. So as you all can see here, it's in Dutch, but that's why I'm explaining it in English as well. So 60 degrees, 70 degrees, 20 degrees. Now, if you want to build a shelter in the wind, well, the beam, the carrier, it's got to be thick enough and strong enough to carry all the weight from the snow. Important. You can also make a bed from spruce boughs, of course, which is really great. I prefer fir because fir is flat and friendly. Spruce is square and sharp, so flat and friendly is better to lie on and to sleep. And you want to build a fire. Also, like in autumn or in spring, you're gonna need a fire to keep yourself warm. So your fire is gonna be about one step from your shelter, and the best fire to build is a long fire, almost the length of yourself, so you keep warm. And another thing you gotta do is make like a reflection screen on the opposite side. You're here on the opposite side, you make a reflection screen. So the heat of the fire will reflect and then get in your shelter. So those are a few things you got to think about. And otherwise, of course, you're not gonna build your shelter on a game trail. Don't want to have a moose or bear running through. Uh, Look for ants. You don't want to be in a place with a lot of ants and all the other stuff, which you always do when you make camp. Um, I'm gonna show you a bunch of pictures of shelters some participants made in Canada, but also in here in the Netherlands. And after that, there's gonna be a video of me building a lean-to at my place. So I don't have spruce I'm gonna use. So it takes me a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of calories. Enjoy.
This space, so it's facing northwest. Now I'm gonna put all branches here, and I can use this for kindling. Really close, great. Close it up. Like I said, normally I would use these. These came off with the wind, so I'm gonna use them. This type of building with all the dead wood is a lot of work, a lot of sawing, a lot of chopping. Good physical exercise, but you get tired and lose calories, of course. So normally I would use this, which goes much faster. But if you can build one like these, you can build one with these easily. I'm gonna put these on. Like I said, much more work than if you got a lot of spruce boughs, but still, it works. I love these all around now, so I'm gonna put these on there. In our diet. Okay, use this one as a firewood. If I need it, one step from here, I make a long fire. Okay. So, here I am in my shelter. It took me, to be honest, to build it, took me 1 hour and 10 minutes. Build it. To prepare all this wood here, took me 1 hour. So more than 2 hours to build this shelter. But still, I'm fun with it. It's big enough. I like it, so can be now chilling here and think about the big picture, the meaning of life, stuff like that. What the hell, I'm in a forest. That's the meaning of life. I love it here. Yeah. So, I guess that's it. Hope you like it. This is oak, by the way, it's not gonna break. No. Can I resist? Nope.